everyone, my name is Manognya Venjamuri and the project that I built is called The Other Side. Now, the reason why I have built this project is because currently we all use social media platforms in order to know what is happening in the world and to understand, to create our own point of views by going through that content. Now, these platforms are curated in such a way that they show you content that you like the most or you support the most in order to keep your attention more to the platform. And the downside of that is that many of us may not know what exactly is the other POV of a case that is happening in a Supreme Court or a scheme that is introduced by a government or an incident that recently happened in our country. Anything, you can take anything. So because of that, we always our ideologies are kind of skewed to one particular thing that we constantly watch on social media platform. So in order to solve that one particular problem, I have created a platform called The Other Side. Now there are two features here. One is that when you click on an article, um, you have a button which says The Other Side. If it is a fact, it is going to say that sorry, it is a fact. If it is not a fact, then it is going to go through the database of articles and checks if there is any other article of the same topic but with a different sentiment, and creates a summary of it. If there is no article present in the database, then it goes to the internet. I have used Chatgpt API for it, and it gets the summary of the data along with the links of the articles. Now here, if I have a HIV positive patients under treatment 3 lakh in 4 years, and I click on The Other Side, this says that this data is a fact. Considering the fact that this is based on statistics, most probably this could be a fact. Now, let's go through some random articles. Okay, this sounds interesting to me. Hindu temple there for 500 years when Trump's FBI chief pick supported Ram Mandir. So this is a point where one particular person, I guess called Kesh Patel, has supported the argument there. Now I clicked on the other side and I can see that uh, now this is a summary where it is said that when Kesh Patel was wrong, concerns have been raised when Patel's previous roles, like where he was. So it is a very different point of view, and we can get access to the articles that this has referred here. And now, when we go back, so this is the same. These are the two features that are currently present. The technologies that I have used for the front end is the Next.js, and for the back end is the PostgreSQL, and for the workflows I have used the Kestra. So, and I have used the ChatGPT API in order to store a particular article's topic and sentiment into the database. And if suppose with the limited data set that I have, if I don't have any article with negative sentiment of the same topic, then I would ask the ChatGPT to go through the internet and give me the list of links along with the other sentiments feedback. That is the architecture. Now I'll go make you go through the uh, flows that I have written. So the two main flows that I have written is the process news article and the classification of news article. So what this does is that this triggers for every 15 minutes. So what happens here is that it checks if there is a schema exist in the PostgreSQL or not, checks if there is a table or not, gets the max publish date, and gets the max GUID. GUID is a primary key that I have used so that I would reduce the duplications. The main feature here is that I was able to access the data by using RSS that was published by the Times of India, Hindustan Times, in order to get the data. That was a major source for me. So in RSS, you can have many duplications, and as I'm loading the data by using a CSV file, I did checkpoint stuff here. So this is rssreader.py. What this file does is that it goes through the list of URLs, gets the data, stores it into the CSV, and then it gives to the next task. The other flow that I have created is one flow is done, that is getting the data and loading into the database. Now the other flow is now classification of that articles. Now what does the classification mean according to me is that now you have list of articles. I have created a new table where I can store the sentiment of one article along with the topic of the article and also a generic topic of the article by using ChatGPT API. So what I have done is that This is a trigger that I have put over a PostgreSQL database. So whenever there is a push into the database, this particular file is going to run. Here also I have used the checkpoint, and I'm creating a new DB called news topics. And by using a GPT query, I am getting the sentiment, topic, and generic topic, and I'm storing those into the new database called news.newsarticles database. So these are the two workflows in Kster that I have created. The reason why I've created a DB is because I can't constantly hit ChatGPT API for every article, and that is going to be cost intensive. To reduce the cost intensiveness, I have created a DB where I can store the topic and the sentiment, so that I can simply query the DB regarding if you have this topic with a opposing sentiment, collect all of those, summarize it to me, and just give it to me. So that is one way that I have come across. And another workflow that I have created is constantly push the data to the GitHub, because whatever workflows that I have, uh, one is the push git workflow that I have written. This is commit and push. So they all push files, my files, as well as the flows that I have written here to the GitHub. So this is what I have done. And regarding coming back to the product that I have built, so there are a lot of expansion scopes that I can see here. If I would have access to the huge amount of data sources, I could have gotten a lot more data, and I would not have queried ChatGPT more enough, because having many articles related to the same topic with two different sentiments, that would have been very helpful. That is one good expansion that I have observed. um, and I would also like to show you the databases that I have. So this is by using IntelliJ, I have connected to my local DB, and in the news schema I have two tables. That is the news articles. So this is the table that is populated by the first workflow. For every 15 minutes, goes and queries the RSS, and gets the data, loads into CVV that I have explained, and populates it with the publish date, link, title, content. And the other is the news topics, and this is the topic where you have the headline along with the publish date, with topic, generic topic, and the sentiment of it. So that my application first queries the database first, and if it doesn't get the data, then it goes and asks the ChatGPT to get summarize the data by going through multiple different articles present online. So that's my project. Thank you so much.